Hello and welcome to the third game of this best of 5. We will see if Mousesports can take the third game and there may win the championship of the Corsair Gaming Summer Tournament and also win those $6,000 that are up for grabs for first place. VirtusPro, if they don't win this game, they'll be second place, getting $2,500. Not bad, but they want to of course try to win that. They have to win 3 games in a row to make that happen, however, and we'll see if they can do that. With me is Music, who'll be the one to provide you with the stats inside the game client. A co-caster for me for today is Kanaz. Kanaz, welcome back.
Good to be back.
Okay, so we have a Visage ban out. We haven't seen a Visage picked up today yet. Naga Siren picked up again. In terms of bans, I mean, Lone Druid OD banned out again, therefore making Batrider one of the heroes that makes it through. So let's see if Fada again can win with that one like they did in the first game. VirtusPro willingly letting that Batrider make it through the draft. Apparently not too worried about that. They are able to pick up the Lifestealer and the Nature's Prophet, and of course with that having the Infest potential to be all around the map.
Yeah, I mean, they have that global potential, but they had that last game and it didn't really feel like it accomplished that much for them. They kind of sacrificed Nature's Prophet quite a bit early, and then they stalled out on their key item pickup with Spectre, and suddenly everything got real bad real fast. So see if VP have a different plan for them this time, if they're going to run Lifestealer as their carry and maybe run an aggressive trialing around that. We have lots of options, but VP way on the back foot. It's hard to being down 2-0 already in a full best of 5. You know, you have to run back 3 games in a row, and against other really high-tier teams, that's difficult.
Especially against Mousesports, who's been having such a good run lately as well. I mean, it's not going to be easy. It's possible, but not easy. We'll see how they do. We have a Queen of Pain pickup for VirtusPro, who banned out the Keeper of the Light as well as the Bounty Hunter, with the Disruptor and the Storm Spirit banned out for Mousesports, and the Puck gets picked up for them. So Fada having a choice, picking up Batrider or Puck, but of course Fada will take on that Puck, meaning the Batrider will be in the hands of Quakefa. A Skywrath Mage, it's been a while since we've seen that one.
Yeah, not a support that we see a ton of, but VP are one of the teams that like to run him, and they do run him as a support, like, without question, so not surprising to see him picked up with already Queen of Pain, Nature's Prophet, Lifestealer on the field. It's not another solo. We'll see how it ends up working out for him. I feel like we looked at this stat during Starladder, and Skywrath Mage won a surprisingly small amount.
Yeah. Well, is he played as a support here is the question.
Yeah, there's like no way they don't play him as a support hero, I think.
You never know with VirtusPro. Oh my god, that rhymes. That's a cool one. So yeah, VirtusPro. It's I like it. It's new. It's nice against. It's very strong against Puck. It's strong against the Naga Siren, and it's strong against the Anti-Mage. However, he is super squishy, so we'll see how far he gets with it. It's also very strong against the Batrider, by the way. It's strong against everybody. That silence, of course, is what I'm talking about. Something that's going to be coming in very handy for VirtusPro. They set themselves up for a high aggression lineup by the looks of it. Going for at least, of course, Queen of Pain will be in the mid lane, and then a safe lane still for Lifestealer, but not really setting themselves up for that much late game potential. Unless they want to put Nature's Prophet in the jungle and still pick up another carry, they're going to be stuck with that one very hard core, which is the Lifestealer and the Queen of Pain as a semi-core. Nyx Assassin will be the last ban out for VirtusPro, and Mousesports, one more hero left to ban out. Probably going to be a support. I mean, you have got, of course, the Skywrath Mage. Like, a setup disable is what you kind of need. Maybe we're still going to see a Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah, I mean, Venge could work here. It's pretty aggressive. Maybe that's the way they want to go. It gives the stun that's reliable. It doesn't have a great duration.
Oh, we still have Rubik.
But yeah, Rubik's in the pool. Rubik may be a better option. Yeah. Just in general, Rubik is a stronger hero than Venge, I think, right now. Or maybe just teams like him better. Who knows? I would say that Rubik is stronger, just his abilities is more powerful. But Yeah, they have options for supports. Lion's a hero that we see them play quite a bit as well. We're looking for an Arsart hero since NS plays Skywrath usually for VP, if I'm remembering correctly. So
Yeah.
Lion has disables as well that they could go for.
I believe they both have played him, Skywrath Mage.
Maybe.
But maybe I'm
time
confused
that
with the Silencer, actually. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. NS normally plays it. So Arsart, he does play Vengeful Spirit. Who knows?
That's true. There are a lot of heroes that Arsart plays quite a bit. Nyx is also one of them, but they chose to bend
Shadow
that out.
Shaman.
Shadow Shaman works too.
Lion.
I don't know.
Oh, never mind. we were so in the wrong area there. This is a very do it or die lineup though. VirtusPro, they feel like all of their lineups so far have been kinda, you know, we have one route that this game could go in, and if it doesn't go our way, we probably lose.
Yeah, I have no idea what they're doing with this axe. They're just gonna jungle it, I guess, and they'll run the dual lane, and then another jungler. They guess an axe mid, Queen of Pain off. They have options for what they can do. I'm just not sure that I like any of the options. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with it. Axe is not a hero we see a ton of, and I think there's probably some good reasons for that, since axe seems a little not so good most of the time we see him run.
True. Not having a very good track record. I'm hoping though that we're gonna see a fourth game, because it's like, it's so sad to have a best out of 5 that turns into a 3-0.
Yeah,
like,
I mean...
And we had such epic game yesterday. Why can't we have epic game today? I'm not asking for a 96-minute game. I'm just asking for an even game. Fairly even. Please.
Yeah, I mean... I don't know, that game was sweet. Like, I don't hate that game at all.
No,
it was awesome. It was long, and I think you and I were both pretty tired by the end of it.
Yeah.
It had already been kind of a long day, and then for like the hour, we were in that game for like an hour and 45 minutes, counting the draft. So, you know, take that as you will, but still, I think Mousesports would be happy to just take this 3-0. They don't want to give VP a chance to come back.
Yeah, they're not gonna lose on purpose just to have a fourth game.
You know, we just want to play more. We want to get some practice in.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be like, no one's thinking that. So yeah, I hope there's gonna be more games as well, but I wouldn't mind if to just see Mousesports win. It's got to be a lot of confidence for them. VP's another TI3 team, and of course that's the big talking point right now. TI3. It's, you know, like a week, 2 weeks away.
Yep. 10 seconds remaining. Well, Rubik was the last pickup for Mousesports. I mean, we already talked about him, and we knew that he was still in strong support to have. Both the Naga Siren and the Rubik do about the same. I believe they run this yesterday as well, by the way, this combination, the Rubik and the Naga Siren, because I know that I said the same thing. Both are kind of considered setup supports. But of course, with the Riptide and the Fate both able to do a lot of damage. Let's see who's playing what. Oh, before I do that, actually, of course, as always, I'm just gonna tell you what you are watching, because you're watching the Corsair Gaming Summer Tournament. It is the Grand Finals. It is Game 3. 2 games already go in the way of Mousesports, who look to make it into a 3-0 rather, as VirtusPro tries to force out another game to see if they can win 3 games back-to-back that still take the series. Winner will take $6,000. Loser will take $2,500. We're gonna see Mousesports on the Radiant side, VirtusPro on the Dire side, and you can maybe get yourself a gaming PC if you want to. If you go to gc.corsair.com, enter your email address, click on the like button, and you are eligible to try and get that. Whoa, open wounds, wait a second, pass, might be some trouble. In comes the telekinesis and Ness. Let's see what he can do. He needs to be attacked for that counter helix to work though. Weird pickup first, block attempted, not really working out. Illidan, does he have another open wounds? No, he doesn't. In comes Arsart though, and he grabs the first blood. And that's gonna be putting some money in the pockets of VirtusPro. But as I was saying, go to gc.corsair.com and win yourself a gaming PC for... I'll introduce VirtusPro actually. I have introduced Mousesports the previous game already. VirtusPro, who just took the first blood, has run an aggressive trial in here. We have Illidan Airman Stormrage playing the Lifestealer. Arsart will be playing the Skywrath Mage, leaving NS to play the Axe with a very cool weapon, I believe. It is a custom one, yep, an uncommon one only, but it looks cool. We're gonna have, for VirtusPro in the mid, Tama Wild, obviously. No, what? Okay, see, we'll take on the Nature's Prophet in the mid lane up against that puck, leaving Tama Wild top on the Queen of Pain. Well, that was a surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, Synderen, he's already getting slowed down. They're still only level 1 though. And there's no real setup disable here for VirtusPro. They might get an open wounds out still. Nope. Telekinesis, NS. In some trouble here. There goes the open wounds, but this time it's just used defensively. VirtusPro is forced to back out. Black might be looking for a pickup here with his fancy blades. Blinks before Arsart. There goes a slow. No block being done there. And only one hit should be allowing Arsart to get himself away towards the tower. Yep. Okay, sorry.
Right, I was going over Mousesports lineup, right?
Yes.
Yes. Alright, Black is going to be on this anti-mage once again, farming down the bottom lane. Supporting him will be Synderen on the Nagastar and a Paz on the Rubik. Mid lane's going to be Fata taking up that signature puck, and then their off lane, Quakeva, playing the Batrider. Things, you know, it's kind of interesting. We had the stat that came up, 3-0 for both. Well, now we have initiation again.
Yeah, Synderen in some trouble. This time with the battle hunger there. NS is able to help kill off that one. Arsart again with the kill. Black might still get a return kill though, because NS is getting aggressed on, but Black taking quite a ton of damage. He is able to, of course, blink himself away. He is also able to harass VirtusPro. Quite a big deal. In comes Synderen again. Has got that Riptide. Will take a kill on NS with that one. Only is still level 1, so no ensnare just yet, allowing for VirtusPro to get themselves the hell out of dodge.
I actually love that decision by Black there. He's taking a lot of damage, but he burned all of the mana on pretty much every hero from VP there, and then just backed off. He knew he still had a Sal, so he's like, I'll trade my health for your mana right now, because it's going to make it a lot harder for you to initiate on our supports later on in the fight, or in the laning stage. So it was a really smart play by Black and Mousesports there, and they even get a kill out of it, which is good for them. They're down a couple, or I guess one now, in this bottom lane, but Black is still farming, so things are okay for them.
Yeah, VirtusPro, it just feels like VirtusPro is just, you know, trying things out. Not really having a, you know, a tournament that's actually $3,500 worth of money that you could win or lose. Batrider goes down, but we're following bot lane because Pass is in a lot of trouble again. Illidan moving forward, goes for the open wounds. Fate Bolt not really hurting too much. Illidan taking a ton of damage, though, does end up helping getting the kill. In comes C, going for Black. He gets silenced up, can't blink away, can't get the kill on Arsart, who does end up go down to the tower, but it is still a 1-for-1 trade. Well, 1-for-2 actually. TP comes back because Pass is back in this. He's got the telekinesis, got the Fate Bolt, goes for an S, drops him down. C will end up going down. Koifa has rotated, and Koifa actually gets that kill as well. As he was, of course, the one to go down on the top lane. That's what Queen of Pain did. In comes a slow, and that's going to be Koifa slowed down. And Ness living for now. Pass still has got some mana if he wants to throw it out. Depends on who he wants to go for. Koifa getting open wounded, and will end up dropping. Might take, indeed, a kill with him. And Ness is the one to drop by Rubik's Fate Bolt. Black comes back in. Arsart still sending a slow up on Black, but still living for himself. So has still got a silence. Pass will be the one. Like, really, people? I just, you know. Okay, so fight. It's 5-on-5 bottom lane. Everybody join. Hello, NS. Welcome back to the fight. 4 people of VirtusPro sitting bottom. The only one that's not here is the Queen of Pain. And from all other lanes, we've got everybody already being here. I mean, Batrider has been there. Puck has actually shown himself bottom, but or maybe that was just for the rune. No, he's not been bottom. No, at least doesn't have assist, so changed his mind.
Yeah, Puck and Queen of Pain both haven't been bombed, so it's a 4v4 fight. The top lane for VP didn't show up, and the mid lane for Mouse didn't show up. But it is still a 4-on-4 fight.
It's like, what's going on in this fight?
It's brawl.
Yeah,
it's just battle royale in the bottom
VirtusPro,
lane.
we've seen them, of course. I mean, we know that they like to play aggressive. We know what kind of playstyle they have, and we also know that they've been trying out new things. And obviously, with an axe here, they're trying out new things, or at least maybe putting something that they thought of to the test. Awkward game to do that as. Of course, there is indeed $3,500 on the lines, but oh, there comes the silence. Arsart in some trouble there. Black trying to get rid of that battle hunger by taking down a kill of a hero rather than a last hit. That's cool. Nice drink oil up on 2. Illidan trying to eat up Black. In comes Spada, and down goes Black. But as does NS and Illidan, they die as well. I mean, that's a double kill for Naga Siren. Nicely done, but they do get Black for that. That's actually a pretty big kill right there. 8 to 8 is the kill score. Gold graphs going the way of VirtusPro. Experience graph goes slightly the way of VirtusPro. I don't know what to think of this game.
Well, it's going to be a slugfest, and when you have this kind of game where the aggression is constant, what you have to really look at is who is continuing to actually get farm while this is going on. A lot of heroes aren't going to be getting farm in this game. And like, whose lineup is going to benefit most from that? VP, they have the more aggressive carry, so he doesn't need as much farm to really come online. Anti-Mage needs a lot before he can really get good.
And he already died twice now.
Yeah, I mean, how many times he dies is only moderately relevant.
Well, if he dies again, here comes the silence already. Tried to blink, couldn't get it done. That's gonna be the third time that Black died. No, he blinks! So has a battle hunger up on him, but it's only level 1, I believe.
It's 2 at least.
It's 2, but it's still not killing off Black just yet. And he actually still has a salve, so doesn't need to back off. That's good for him. But yeah, I mean, if we look at the net worths, which is, in this game, I mean, last hits really don't mean that much anymore right now, because of course, you know, you die sometimes, etc. Net worth is still going to be in favor of VirtusPro. They've got 4 heroes in the top 5. And actually, they might be able to get Cinder in here. He does use his mirror images, gets silenced up afterwards though. Dreamco comes in as Fada comes to join the party. In comes the Waning Rift as well. Arsart will be the one to die. Cinder still dies as well, but VirtusPro lose 2 and only get 1 support in return. Koikfa looking for Xi. Xi trying to run for his life. Koikfa doesn't have a last 2 just yet. Might be able to help kill off Xi anyways. Nope, doesn't get it. But they will be able to get Illidan, who was still hanging around here. And with the Mana Void, there we go. That's a double kill for Black, and that brings Mousesports back. But with that kill on the tower, still actually was a deny on the tower. Never mind. Wait a second. Pass goes down. Tema Wild. Actually, this was the first time that Tema Wild rotated bottom, right?
Yes.
That just wasn't working out at all, because that just gave a triple kill to Black. I think we can now say for sure that Mousesports is getting ahead with these encounters.
Yeah, they're coming out slightly ahead in this fight, this constant fight. We're not playing Dota anymore. We're playing a completely different game. Bloodline Champions, I think, is the one that's like this, where it's just an arena.
Yes.
So that's what they're playing in the bottom lane right now. It's favoring VP a little bit thus far, but it's starting to move towards Mouse. And if Black can keep getting kills and surviving, it's going to get real bad for VP real fast, because he's doing pretty okay on farms. Is Nature's Prophet? No, Nature's Prophet doesn't have Midas yet, so that he's not going to have that for like sort of the reliable farm to continue coming his way. And now he's heading back towards the mid lane, while there's still like 6 heroes in the bottom lane.
Yep. Aggressive tri-lane next to the tier 2 tower. Like, okay, that's fine. They just moved up the tower. This is really smart though. I mean, right now Mousesports, they have got no place to pull or stack, because of course, I mean, they're hiding behind our tier 2, so their supports aren't really getting anything anymore, even though they are not doing too bad. I mean, hey, Synderen has been involved in 9 out of the 12 kills. Yes, 12
Fada
kills.
in the mid lane.
Oh, he's totally surrounded by enemy heroes. That's no way out for him. Phase shift still gonna be there. The silence might help out, but nope. That's 4 heroes mid. VirtusPro, they've left the bottom lane, leaving Black to farm, but might be able to take a tier 1 out of that one, tier 1 mid, and maybe even the tier 1 top, as that's where Tema Wild is still farming, who is gonna get some company by his teammate C. Tier 1 mid still stands, therefore. Weird game, but it looked to have winded down. But in the end, VirtusPro is still getting ahead of the gold. I mean, but the downside is, like, who is the gold getting put on, right? I mean, Black got a triple kill there, and that's a lot of gold for him. And Fada also having a lot of gold, while for VirtusPro, I mean, their lifesteal are really not getting that much.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of to be expected, but Queen of Pain and Nature's Prophet are both getting quite a bit of farm, so that's pretty good for them, and I think that's what they're going to be, what they're hoping for. I don't know.
It could be. Could be indeed. Well, we have another rotation. VirtusPro again in the Radiant Jungle, this time completely surrounded by 5 enemy heroes. In comes a Dream Call up on 2. In comes Pak, nice Waiting Rift, last 2 already kills off Arsart, and Ness is going to be the second one to die, and Ironman just running himself away from there. That's a dominating anti-mage at 10 minutes into the game, and that is VirtusPro being told, stay out of my jungle by Mousesports. Our jungle.
our jungle. Everyone's jungle, not yours though. So they take him out. That's good for Mousesports. They're continuing to get some kills. They're definitely feeling like they're ahead when it comes to just the fighting now. Black is in a little bit of trouble from Illidan, but he's just gonna blink away. I don't know. The farm is still favoring VP, and that's definitely a good thing for them. But it's not necessarily on the heroes they need it to be on. Nature's Prophet does have his Midas finish now. It's on the courier coming his way. So he'll have that to continue his farm.
Ooh, Airman. Goes for the infest out, looks for Fada. The silence is already off though. Is he actually still chasing this? He has got the open wounds up, but it's only level 2. Finds pass. That's gonna be a good target there. In comes Tamer Wild, takes the kill, looking for the next target, but Black just blinks himself away. Silence up on Fada again. Tamer Wild getting a snared. Syndrin getting a nuke there, but has still got, never mind, nothing because he gets Sonic Wave to death. That's gonna be a double kill for Tamer Wild and VirtusPro. 4 heroes on the bottom lane, only not having Xi with them. Xi, who has got his hand on Midas now and has started on some push for the top lane. Fada, careful there. In comes the hate train. They have got everything up. The silence is there. If they just need some vision there, that silence has got a bit longer range. Their Dream Coil comes in. There's still the silence, and that's still going to be a kill, regardless of him dropping the Dream Coil or not. Nice pickup. It's another kill for Tamer Wild, making the kill score 14 to 14, and with that, also taking down the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, things are still looking real good for VP when they can take all those kinds of kills. They just got 3 kills, they got a tower, and they didn't lose anything for it. So that's pretty good for them. Continuing to move around on the map, we see drums getting close from Illidan. Artsart really hasn't moved towards anything yet. Looks like maybe he wants mech, but it's going to be a long way off. And not really much of anything picked up on the side of Mousesports yet. Black still hasn't gotten anything. Just sitting on power treads and a 4-man shield. If he wants Battle Fury, yeah, he's 1700 gold, and he looks like he does want the Battle Fury. He's still quite a few minutes off, and he needs to find space to farm, and VP's doing their best to make sure that he does not have that space.
Yeah, they now have drums up on the life zero as well, so he is getting about ready to start. I mean, face boots and drums is like the build for any kind of carry. To just say, you know what, I am in this mid to early game, and I'm gonna be aggressive at. Of course, I mean, they have been aggressive. We know that. We do have a Blink Dagger upon Quakefa, so he can be a lot more aggressive now as well. Maybe they can take down the Lifestealer here on the top lane. They have smoked up, but they don't see him just yet. It looks like VirtusPro is giving Mousesports a little bit of breathing room at the moment. Having taken down all the tier 1s, of course, taking down tier 2s is a little bit of a different ordeal, and they want to at least take their time to orchestrate something like that without just, you know, running in head first. I don't blame them. Smoke up, also for VirtusPro. Counter smoke to the counter smoke. They know that they're there. In comes the silence. They take down Fada first. Nice. Also the flare. It's gonna be enough. No, the waning rift. There's still the kill though. Airman with the kill. Looking for Quakefa. Quakefa doesn't have the blink off cooldown just yet. Tries to run himself out of this one. Gets a shadow strike, a scream, and a sonic wave to the face, and that's gonna be a dominating Queen of Pain. Blink. Mana Void doesn't get a kill. Tamer Wild still having a bit of mana there, so that's gonna be just fine. Mana Void also wasted by that one, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, it doesn't have that long cooldown. Maybe he thought he was going to be able to get the kill, but he's only level 9. He's probably not used to being only level 9 at this stage of the game. Does have his Perseverance done now. He needs to get back to farming though. And again, there's just not really that much space. VP are all over the map, and a lot of these heroes are pretty scary for him to deal with at this point in the game. Each Prophet is getting closer to his Shadow Blade, at which point it's going to make it a little bit harder for enemies to really fight him. Queen of Pain does a lot of burst damage, almost as an Orchid done. Obviously Skywrath has that silence.
Yeah, you've got 2 silences then. I mean, the silence is so annoying for every single hero of Mousesports. I mean, that totally shuts them down in this early game. Blocks their escape mechanisms, of which there are actually plenty. I mean, you've got yourself and an anti-mage and a puck, both of being escape artists just by pure spell book. Rubik being level 8. He's able to get some farm here on the bottom lane. Is going to be allowing Black to be there farming again as well. But as everybody moves bottom for Mousesports, VirtusPro also starting to get back to the bottom lane. Or at least Arsart is here as well as NS. And the smoke.
Yeah, and there's... Yeah, I wonder why they smoked here. What they're hoping to get. I don't know that maybe the 2 of them can get a kill on like Black if he's alone down here. But there are a lot of heroes from Mousesports around as well. And there's...
Here they come. They have to be careful though. They don't have any wards for themselves. Thank you.
Dire's top tower is under
In comes Quakefi. Has got that blink. Blink lasso though is not going to be there in time. Battle Hunger up on Quakefi, just harassing him and hurting him because level 4 Battle Hunger. That's so annoying. This is like this has to be one of the most annoying spells in Dota 2.
Battle Hunger? Yeah.
Look at that. It takes away more than half his HP.
He got hit by at least like a concussive blast, concussive shot.
Well, it still does more than half his HP.
Yeah, it's still a lot of damage, and it's really annoying. Yeah, Mousesports are kind of on the back foot now. They need to. They're still trying to find places to farm. Black is having a little bit more success, about 1,200 gold away from the Battle Fury at this point. But that means it's still probably 3 minutes off, if not a little bit longer, unless he gets a lot of farm and suddenly finds all the space in the world. And he hasn't found it thus far. He's actually heading into the dire jungle now. This is real risky. Real risky, and yeah, that's why this is real risky.
There's a silence and a slow. There's no follow-up though. VirtusPro are aggressive, so they're sitting in their enemy's jungle. So they can't really follow up with Sonic Wave or something. Sonic Wave, by the way, also now combined with the Orchid. So indeed, Timawad finishing up his Orchid finally. And well, I say finally, he's still fairly fast. There's all the rest of the items on the side of VirtusPro. So we have got Blade Mail and Shadow Blade ready. And I mean, Mousesports, they need to buy time. VirtusPro, not as pushy as I thought they would be with the start of this game. But seeming more in control than any other game so far.
Yeah, but they still don't really have a giant lead. It's large, but it's not insurmountable, especially with a hero like Animage on the field who can start flash farming very quickly. It is important to note Nature's Prophet is getting quite large as well, though, with that Battle Fury. And they actually have Infest and Tame My Wild up in this top lane. Queen Pin probably going to pick up a TP scroll and go somewhere. Because there's nobody up here to gank.
I think she realizes that now as well. Bottom lane would be where she would be needing to go. They don't really have too much wards though, and actually, no, they only have one in the mid lane, a very defensive one, and one on the high ground on the mid lane. The top room spot. Fairly defensive wards.
Yeah, they're running these defensive wards. They need to. Team Wild, that haste rune, they're chasing after Quakefi.
Yeah, they know exactly where he went. He's leaving a fire trail, just in case people were wondering where.
I'm going all the way up here.
Yes, shoo. He does have a TP scroll, but actually he used it. He's out. The infested Lifestealer is still sitting there, by the way. It's a lot of wasted farm time if they can't get anything off it. Nice escape from Quakefi though. And right now we're at a bit of an impasse again. I mean, we're sitting at 7,500 experience in favor of VirtusPro. Gold graph about 8.5k or something like that. Being kept even at the moment. Anti-Mage still farming, has been a little bit closer to his Battle Fury right now. Does he have? Yeah, he has the Claymore in his inventory, so or in his in the courier, so he has got his Battle Fury done. And of course, with treads already there, he will be able to flash farm, and we'll be starting to turn into that scary anti-mage that we saw in the previous game. And the question is, can VirtusPro make things happen now, rather than, you know, waiting until anti-mage is big?
Yeah, it's hard to say. And they still have pretty decent control down this bottom lane of the rain jungle. They need to continue moving around in that jungle, warding it to try and slow down anti-mage. Yeah, they had a lot of items picked up very quickly for VP, which is because the Nature's Prophet and the Queen of Pain had a ton of space to farm. There was attention drawn to the bottom lane constantly, and Mousesports had to rotate heroes down there. But Black now, he finally has his Battle Fury. It's slow, but it is a Battle Fury nonetheless, and he will continue to get farm. It's just up to VP to decide how they're going to respond to it. Are they going to spend a lot trying to commit to shutting his farm down, even though he has the Battle Fury already? Or are they going to try and take control of the map?
Well, Black is having quite some... Oh, never mind. There comes the Orchid. They gotta try and take him down. Sonic Wave is there. There comes a slow, and that should be enough. There we go. Now that wasn't so hard, now was it? He does have his Battle Fury though, but of course this is flesh farm time being put to waste for VirtusPro. VirtusPro not able to get a building off it though. I think they're gonna be too late to the tier 2 to really do anything to it that they otherwise wouldn't have got. But we'll see.
Yeah, they're not going to really be able to get too close to this tier 2. They might be able to get it just because Mousesports might not really want to defend any of these outer towers, and bottom lane, Pass is dead. I like how they're just walking around, and Lifesteal's been infested this entire time. He's like, yeah, whatever. I don't even need to come out. Now he's going to come out because they want to take this tower down. They should. Well, they'll definitely be able to get this one down.
Yeah.
Even with enemy tree spawning, I don't think they'll try and defend it. And Cinder needs to be careful. Even with Fada here, if they want to go on Cinder and he's probably dead, maybe just these two is enough to make VP feel like they don't really want the tower that badly. But yeah, I think they can go for it.
Well, one song would stop initiation from VirtusPro, so that would help for Mousesports. But they don't have follow-up damage or anything. It would just be for buying time.
Yeah, it's like the song right now is nigh useless because all it's going to do is break the chain of initiation, but Mouse don't have the follow-up that they need right now. Like, Batrider can blink in and get the lasso and try and pull someone at that point, but without Animage having enough farm to really do a lot of damage to these fights, move around in the fights, it's just nothing. They're going to use a lot of spells and not accomplish anything.
Yeah. Tier 2 tower does end up going down. Was the first one to drop actually. VirtusPro don't have any towers on their side down just yet. If we look at items, we see that also Mousesports right now, I mean, even though they don't get their towers down, they get some extra core items up. I mean, there's now a Blink Dagger up on the puck, just picked up by Fada. We already, of course, had the Blink Dagger up on the Batrider, but he is close to his Force Staff. We have got Naga Siren completing up his mechanism soon. Needs the recipe still, but then he has it. And, I mean, slowly but steadily, Mousesports is getting their core items up, and imagine what would happen if they start taking down towers and get that gold steal that they normally would have at the start of the game, perhaps, or at least early on in the game. So if Mousesports can hold on with this amount of gold behind, then they are in good shape, I think. But it's all up to VirtusPro to, of course, prevent that from happening. And actually, VirtusPro, they want to fight right now. In comes the TPs. From behind, here comes Ines already. Mystic Flare, the song's still there. Synderen has to be careful here. Open wounds. Airman wants to go for Synderen. Doesn't get him, though. Rage ends, and the song hits Airman. Nice Dream Coil up on 2 for Fada. Still only tries to buy time for people to escape, though. No real initiation for Mousesports. It's all defensive. But they have a lot of good defensive spells.
Yeah, this is exactly what Mousesports need to be doing.
Yeah, this is also exactly what VirtusPro needs to be doing, though, trying to force something out, trying to force Mousesports back into the base. And when I say Mousesports, I include Black in that, because Black right now is not getting forced just yet. He is farming top. He might actually get the first tier 1 tower in the game for Mousesports right there on the top lane. TPs come in though, they want to defend it. An infested Queen of Pain comes in, but Black already has TP'd out. They do take down a tier 2 middle, and I guess that's nice. But probably not the kind of fight that they were hoping for. Actually, can we actually call it a fight? Because nobody actually died.
No, it's Mousesports played that exactly the way they need to. They're in a position right now where they can't afford to just fight them and say, oh yeah, we'll totally take a team fight if we go in right now. They need to continue just trying to buy time and farm. The problem with that strategy in this game and in general, and actually they're gonna have
Blink
a fight.
Lasso for NS. In comes the Sonic Wave and the Queen of Pain though. That's gonna be NS dying, but he died for a good cause, because 3 people of Mousesports just died with him. I mean, that's gonna be 2 heroes that are supposed to be keeping Black in the game. The Puck as well as the Batrider die in that fight, and they give up NS as the axe. I wouldn't actually say that this is a support axe, but it is actually a support axe in a way. It's an S playing, but
it was a tri-lane support axe.
Yeah. It's a pretty farm tri-lane support axe.
Yeah, it feels weird to say it's a tri-lane support axe, but that is what they ended up doing, was run the tri-lane support axe. And yeah, it's worked out for them pretty much thus far. They're gonna go for Roshan now. I don't know that Mousesports can afford to be trying to make those kinds of pickoffs right now. They're in this, I was kind of talking about it before. When you're in this position, you need to survive, but you're slowly losing map control. And in this case, it's not even that slowly. And you can't hope to just out-farm them, because they're going to have more places to farm than you. So as long as they're not playing really, really poorly and just like, yeah, we'll just try and keep the pressure on, they're just dawdling in the lanes right next to your base constantly, you're going to eventually just kind of get bled out in terms of any sort of gold and experience advantage. Ooh, 7 minutes slower than average for... That's real slow for Fada. It's just kind of sign of the times. Mousesports are way on the back foot this game. They need to continue trying to claw their way in.
And he was doing so well in the mid lane. He was up against the Nature's Prophet in the mid lane. That's just that bottom fight that just kept shutting him down. And now we have a Scythe of Vice up on VirtusPro. See, he has that one. I mean, he is the highest farmer on the map. And now, of course, that's not just because of the mid lane. Actually, wait a second. Top lane, Black will be silenced up. Eats himself through the Sprout with the Quelling Blade. And therefore lives. But I mean, Hand of Midas for Nature's Prophet is the one that gets him on top of that list, of course. Net worth list. And experience list as well. Level list.
Every list. All of the lists.
Nope. Gold per minute is for Queen of Pain. Oh, but very close though. It's only 10 gold difference. But I think that's because Queen of Pain has been taking quite a bit of kills lately. She has only 1 assist. The rest is all kills for her. 8 kills she has. So that's part of the reason there.
Yeah, so they're continuing to try and stop kill Black. Even when they don't kill him though, they're stopping him from farming. And Black is like very necessary right now. Team Wild's just waiting for Black to try and farm there, and he doesn't come in. Boy, he's trying to farm in the mid lane now. Here we go.
They hex him up. And there's a song. Might help out. Yeah, that's by the way also a hex up on Queen of Pain. 2 hexes then. And that's a defensive song. Level 1 song though. In comes Xi, TPs to the back end, finds Koikfa, a flying pig, but he's still able to get himself out. Nicely done. That was still a level 1 song, so it's down for quite a long time, for over 2 minutes. Yeah.
3 minutes.
3 minutes,
yeah.
and that means that VirtusPro can kind of feel quite safe about going high ground, perhaps. They will have to deal with the top lane being pushed in, but that's also why Xi is already standing there to try and defend that. Black TPs himself out. Again, getting interrupted while farming. And VirtusPro, because they had to defend top lane, not going in mid lane.
Yeah. I mean, there's a tower down. That finally happened. But it's still not good for Mousesports. VP, they're just farming the Radiant jungle right now. NS is just hanging out there on Axe. Because he doesn't really need to do too much of anything else. At this point, there's a Scythe up on the Queen of Pain, there's a Scythe up on the Nature's Prophet. They have the Orchid on Queen of Pain as well, the Silence from Skywrath. Anti-Mage is very vulnerable to just getting killed anytime he's anywhere if just 2 heroes are there. If only Queen of Pain's there, he can die as well because Nature's Prophet can just port in, and Queen of Pain has enough lockdown to just buy that time. So Mousesports are in this spot where they can't really farm safely anywhere. Black is trying his best, but he's running out of space.
Team Wild keeps finding these haste runes. I had one again there. Oh, Fada! Dream Coil up on Xi. Yeah, there's gonna be the infest out. That's gonna be Fada dead. I was gonna say Team Wild was around here, wasn't he? But yeah, you said like Team Wild can kill off anybody by himself. He is not by himself all the time. Is Illidan sitting inside of him, like almost 24/7. It's quite impressive. Also costs Illidan a little bit of farm though. But.
It's funny that they don't care about the Nexus farm at all, but they don't need to care about the Nexus farm at all. They're allowing Queen of Pain and Nature's Prophet to carry, and as long as Anti-Mage isn't farmed, this works fine. Black needs to be careful.
Yeah, and there he goes. Is there gonna be anything else? Looking for the Hex? Can they find it? There is the Manta Style, blinks forward, there's a Hex, blinks himself right into the hands of Xi. In comes the Queen of Pain from the sideline, there should be another Hex, not even needed, not even needed. And that is a pick off on a anti-mage that doesn't have a buyback because he just bought his Manta Style. No more outer towers. VirtusPro marching on to see if they can go high ground. This time there's a song almost up again though, 20 seconds.
Yeah, but it's... I don't know. It's looking like this is about the end of the game for Mousesports. This tier 3 tower, even with the song, it should be going down. Anti-Mage, he doesn't have buyback, he doesn't have the Manta Style picked up. They're going on Illidan, they look like they'll be able to get him, but Illidan's not really their carry anymore. Nope,
and they get Fada in return, so that's a high control hero. Of course, the puck. Tame My Wild will be having its nice for Sonic Wave from Pass, by the way. We have this Aegis Burn. but we'll be able to link away into safety. They don't get a tier 3 tower, so Mousesports successfully defending that. I think also greatly courtesy of Pass with that Sonic Wave in the end. That was quite an important steal for them.
Yeah. A lot of magic damage to come out that way, and it helped keep them in it. I don't know where they're going with it, though. It's like they kept their tier 3 tower up for now, but they lost their 2 most important heroes to do it. They only got a lifestealer in return, who normally is a very important hero, but he's 3rd at best. He's actually 4th in terms of gold per minute, 3rd in net worth for their team. I don't know. It's still not looking good for Mousesports. Black is going to be able to go get the tower. I'm surprised no one denied it. It has 7 HP. Yeah, 1 hit from an illusion killed it.
Nice. Extra gold for Black. Very needed. You're right. Should have been in deny. Well, let's see if Mousesports can hold on a little while longer. I mean, at some point Black is going to be farmed up and is going to be able to carry his team a little bit more than he is. It takes time though. It takes so much time. I mean, if we compare this to the previous Black that he played, previous anti-mace that he played. Ooh, in comes Tame Wild blinking. That's gonna be a hex up. In comes Fada with the silence. Maybe they take down a nest, but Black will still go down. That's already worth it. Open wounds. Nope, that wasn't an open wounds. That was a Mystic Flare and a scream and a kill and a song. So peaceful, but Mousesports already lost 2 heroes, so I don't think VirtusPro is gonna be too sad that they forced out that 3-minute cooldown.
Fada too.
Radiant's top tower
Oh,
is
Fada too. Et toi, Fada? No,
Oh,
Fada
he's
lives.
okay.
Absorb
Yeah.
himself to the other side. They are now no longer in the mid lane for tier 3 though. That actually, they're still gonna go to the tier 3 mid. I don't blame them. They don't have a creep wave yet though. They need to pick it up. Of course, it's still hanging there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Backdoor protection removed from the bottom lane. That's gonna be allowing them for still taking down the tower. Going for the Rex now as well. Melee Rex will die. Range Rex will die. VirtusPro right now. I mean, they're 20k gold ahead. They're 20k experience ahead. And all that with just playing Battle Arena on the bottom lane at the first 5 minutes. The entire first 5 minutes, I mean. So, yeah, I mean, they're doing good. They are looking to be on the path to try and take this game and then, of course, force out a 4th game in this best of 5.
Yeah, they get the first set of racks down. It took them until 33 minutes. I thought maybe they'd be able to get a little bit sooner than that. But they still have a huge advantage, and I think it's just a matter of time until they group up once again, go for another fight, and then just force down either the bottom or top lane. And with the second set of racks, it'll probably seal the deal. They're continuing to get items up while there's not really much of anything that's coming out from Mousesports. Black is trying to get towards that BKB. He really needs it. There's so many things on the other side that he can't deal with. Double Hex, Orchid,
Yeah, so much control.
whatever.
Silences.
Whatever that Ancient Seal, that's the one. I can never remember the name of that for Scarab Mage to hiss him.
Mousesports smoked up. They might be able to get Tame Wild. Yes, they do. Nicely done. Black with the kill, ending a godlike streak, getting 900 gold extra. But in comes the rest of VirtusPro, and Ness with the Blade Meal. Infest out. That's Fada dead. Fada bought back though. Black in trouble. Black also dead. That's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade in total. VirtusPro looking for more Cinnamon, able to TP himself out. Pass. Not gonna be so lucky. We'll end up going down there. I mean, I think it might actually be worth for Black to die. He got 900 gold from that kill on the Queen of Pain.
He had a lot of gold, but he can't do anything with it.
Yet.
He lost quite a bit of gold as well.
Yeah. And actually,
Yeah,
he's gonna
he
lose
might
more than gold soon.
Yeah,
Looks
he,
of it.
he might have to buy back. Here is the biggest problem. Fada and Quakefire are still up, as well as Cinderin, so they could try and defend this tower. 20 seconds until the Naga ult. But like, I don't know if they can afford to wait the 20 seconds for Naga enemies to respawn.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Queen of Pain is also gonna respawn soon. Of course, she is all the way on the other side of the map. No boots of travel, no money to buy boots of travel. Tier 3 tower doesn't go down, but next time they'll have it down to half HP. So VirtusPro doesn't really try to burst anything with it or force anything with it. I don't blame them. Never mind. Never mind. Wow. That's a GG right there. But the BKB picked up for Queen of Pain apparently was enough.
Pro victory.
Yeah, they weren't in a position where they could really win that anymore.
No.
They could try and grind it out, but whatever. Daedalus picked up almost 9 minutes faster in average inferior. I mean, he was very farmed.
Yeah.
See, he was hugely farmed on that Nature's Prophet, and he was the real carry that game. But yeah, we get to move on to a game 4, and VP take one back, 2-1 now.
Yeah, let's see if we can see VirtusPro being arena mode once again. So stick around for the 4th game of the best of 5 Corsair Gaming Summer Tournament Grand Finals. And we're heading to a game 4. Don't go anywhere.